A lot of peppers, pumpkins, and apples.
Okay, first thing I want to get started with are these pumpkins because they are going to take a while to roast. I actually have a whole other wheelbarrow of pumpkins, but I don't have time for that today. I'm hoping to get through all these today. What I do is cut them open, scoop out the seeds, and then roast them skin side up. I took out 2 roasting pans behind me, and I will just leave them in the oven at 350 until they're soft and tender and I can get a fork through them easily. I have one more that my kids dropped and put a hole in it, so I should process this one first. I hope it's still good. I don't think it's still good. We'll compost that. I'm actually starting to wonder if these are ripe enough. No, you're not going to take the biggest pumpkin. Okay, now let's get to these apples quickly and make some applesauce before my kids get too hungry.
We go apple picking several times during the season, and normally my kids will just eat the apples. These ones that we picked, though, were quite tart. My kids didn't enjoy eating them quite as much, so I turned them into applesauce. I also made a couple of apple desserts with them, which we obviously all enjoyed. Apples are all chopped and ready to start cooking.
I'm ready to go with the peppers. I need to wash all these peppers, so I'll put a bowl in the sink.
All of these peppers we grew in our garden this summer. We really set out a goal to grow as many peppers as we will eat throughout the winter. This was the last of the pepper batch because we had a frost warning, so we had to pick the remaining peppers. I like to chop up the peppers and freeze them into meal-sized portions so that I can pull them out and use them all winter long.
The applesauce pretty much completed here. I have the pumpkins that I just took out. I can tell that if I touch them with a fork, it'll go through easily. So that's how I know that they're done. I like to add a good amount of cinnamon. And in my applesauce, I don't add any additional sugar. I don't think it's necessary. I'm pretty much done what I have to do with the apples and what I have to do with the pumpkins because I don't think the pumpkins were ripe enough for me to do anything else. And I am also going to try to finish the peppers after when my son is napping, but I need to make the kids lunch. So I'll get to that now.
So these pumpkins were definitely well done. I'm going to just put them in the food processor, blend them up, and then they'll be ready to freeze. I usually freeze them in 15-ounce portions because that's normally the amount of pumpkin that you need for a recipe. I could probably just peel the skin right off. We'll see. Let's package up these peppers. Here we go. I'm going to vacuum seal these peppers. This will prevent them from getting any freezer burn and it will have them last a lot longer. It can be a bit tedious to do, but it's worth it in the end. I'm glad to see my freezer full of peppers again.